Hello and welcome. I'm Rahul, and you're watching me on my Facebook page or my YouTube channel Rakma Talks. And if you're watching me consistently, welcome back to my channel. I always come up with new ideas and try to inform you of latest development because I strongly believe that if you keep yourself motivated and updated, you can achieve anything because this is an information age, and if you have access to information and if you have a little bit of skills, you can hone that and you can keep yourself updated and you apply that all along. Whenever an opportunity comes in front of you, if you apply that, its implications will be certainly good. And it has my purpose to apprise you of that. First of all, ensure a better livelihood. We want to be skilled enough who have always opportunities and who can support his livelihood. And that is why I tell you that making money is important. I have in my many videos I have clarified that how the money impacts your life. But I have also enlightened you with metaphysical and what are the benefits of having positive mindset and having better frequency. Everything in the world and in the universe resonate at certain frequencies, and if you will understand how to shift your paradigm and how to align with the frequencies, you can move forward, because alignment with the divine frequency will unfold a lot of things in front of you, and this has my purpose to tell you. And I always iterate that first of all, support your needs, how to find opportunities. It has been always my purpose to tell you, later on, if you'll have money, 90% of your problems are gone. If you'll have money later on, you know first of all, minimize all the physical hurdles, and your needs that can be supported with the money. Later on, you also embark on the metaphysical, because once you align with the highest frequency, you will certainly attain something better. And for finding opportunities, you have to make yourself skilled enough. If you are doing a job, make yourself someone who can have ideas of how to do marketability of products, how to do operations, and how to achieve your targets. All these things, marketing, selling, and operations of the system. If you'll understand all these three, later on, if you'll have a little bit of understanding of how to manage your human resources and other resources, you'll get a lot of experience. Nowadays industries wants that kind of people who will have dynamic experience. The more experiences you get, more experience you get, the better you get paid. It happens in every industry. And exactly after 5 years of work, exactly what are the importance of experience. It enhances your yield, it enhances your output, your productivity get proliferated. And this is the charisma of having experience. Doing everything again and again makes you a perfect guy, makes you a skillful person. That is why I treat that being in a job is not bad. Still, if you are in a job, you can support your livelihood in a better way, and you can make money as well. And learning is important, and this is what we get in the industry. If you get learning, and make yourself someone who can do hard work, can make himself apt, you can do miracles. Later on, you accumulate certain money, get experience. Later on, think of yourself how to identify product, which can be sellable. It can be a digital product, it can be a physical product, whatever you want to do. Because without doing businesses, you cannot multiply your income. So if you want to get out of this middle class clause that I treated in my previous video, how if we are in a job, we cannot get out of the middle class trap, because of the certain norms, taxation and everything has been designed in certain way that we can only support our livelihood. We cannot be affluent people being in a job. It is reality. Yeah, we can have a better lifestyle, But if we want to get out of this clutch, middle class trap, we have to do something different. And that is why there, when you will have a certain money, if you have accumulated a certain wealth, and some expertise you have, you can easily do businesses. Then you can proliferate your content. If it is a digital content, then you can marketize your product. You can identify the product, you can identify the market, what are the needs of the market, how you can bring better resources to make your product, where margin can be available, to sell that very product, to make profit. So all these things, your balance sheets, analysis. If you are in a financial job, you'll understand exactly how to manage your balance sheet, everything, assets, liabilities, profit, cash flows, everything you'll understand. You 90% of the problems you can understand if you're in a financial job, how to do businesses. If you read their balance sheets, and their income, profit, income, and losses, if you will see that their cash flow, you'll understand exactly how the industries get run. And that is why I would like to tell you that uh, thinking big is not something which is bad. Yeah, people, if you will reveal that in time, people may disagree with you because they don't have perception what a human man can do. They think of you based on your previous achievements. But if you want to weigh down your future, and if you expose it in front of people, they'll cast aspersion. And that is why I would like to tell you that maintain your secrecy until unless you don't get at that very point. And next thing I want to tell you that if you get financial abundance, don't get in the clutch of money, because it becomes an addiction. And that's why you have to keep yourself away. You cannot be addicted to money. If you want to get a lot of fulfillment, that comes from metaphysical. That is what I want to reveal in front of you. Once you get at that very point where you can support your livelihood better, don't get in the clutch of money trap, where it gets addicted. People gets addicted. How much money they want to, and they want to multiply as much they can. Yeah, it is okay to have a tendency to do certain work. Yeah, it is also good to serve people. But if you divert your mind to addiction of money, it is bad. Many times, listen to your intuitive mind. Intuition is important. If you find your intuition better and discernment abilities based on your intuition, it will change your world altogether. You will find that there is something within you that needs a passion that drives you, that gives you happiness. If you'll explore that thing also along with that, it will be more fulfilling. And there is certain time when universe calls you, it gives you certain responsibility to fulfill that desire. And if you'll embark on that way journey, it will also satisfy you. It will quench the quest of your soul. And that is what the importance of metaphysical. If you align yourself, do meditation sometime, you will feel deeply, because having intuitive mindset is important. Universe talks to you. Universe gives you insight through intuitions. And once you believe in that very universe, in that very intuition and your gut feeling, because it requires guts as well to stand in higher frequency and in higher dimensions. If you want to stand there, if you want to be someone who can be sustainable in higher dimension, higher frequency, it requires a lot of gods. It requires a lot of gods. And that is what you have to support. You have to decipher everything. You have to apply your intuitive mindset. Sometimes implications could be bad initially, but later on, once you purify, and get clarity in your discernment, you will understand exactly what happens and how the universe interacts with you and what are the real cause of the problems. Everything will unfold in front of you because of your intuitive insight. You will be able to decipher many things. Internally you will know that you are aligned with higher frequency, and time dimensions will not be linear for you. It is a myth. Today you will see that, but rationality could not define that. Which is divine, which is something of higher frequency. We cannot define it with the lower terminologies, lower frequency terminology. If we are talking about higher dimensions, there could be something different, where rationality fails, and that is why the experience comes in matter. Faith faith becomes is important, you know. So such kind of responsibility you have to take, you have to embark on that way journey. Many people don't want to talk about, you know, spiritualism and all these hidings and things, because they believe that once they will start talking about that, people will try to attribute their negativity, their failure, and everything whatever is happening in their life, they will try to bring it onto you, the cause onto you, because they think differently. Because whenever you are present in their field, they get vulnerable to their lifestyle, to their frequency, and that is what becomes a problem for them. And that is why I want to tell you, be passionate. Thank you for listening to me.